Hey everybody, and welcome to TPG Reviews. I am TPG and I hope everybody is having a great day. So we're going to review today RuPaul's Drag Race Season 10 Episode 2. And let's start off by saying, first of all, last week, as you know, Miss Vanjie went home. Vanessa Mateo, whose drag mother is one of my favorites, Alexis Mateo, and she left the show, and I was kind of sad actually, because I think the first episode nobody should really go home. I think that should be reserved more for, like, let them go for 2 weeks and see how it works out with 2 weeks. But anyway, she went home, and so we were left to see what was going to happen this week. So it started off where you see Calorie go in, and she's erasing the mirror and reading Vanjie's message, and they're kind of talking back and forth a little bit, and then a little bit of drama ensues when Vixen calls out Miss Aquaria about what she actually said about Miss Cracker. So that was kind of cool because I personally just do not care much for Aquaria, as you know. I'm not trying to be biased here, people. I'm just speaking the truth. So they come in with Andy Cohen, and Andy Cohen comes in with RuPaul, and they're both wearing these cowboy hats, and they talk about how they like country music. And they're going to do a mini challenge, and they have 20 minutes to get into like country drag and come out, and they have to do this really dance. And it was whoever did the best standout dance, I guess, got to win the mini challenge. So they all got to do this dance, and they were all countryed out. I mean, it was funny. They had the black teeth and just the freckles, and very stereotypical what you picture country hillbillies kind of look like. So they did that, and it was just really, really funny, and after they did the dance to, of course, a RuPaul song, they picked the winners as the Vixen and Asia O'Hara. So they won, and they got to be team captains, and they got to pick people to be on their team. So they picked all their team, and I kind of felt bad because nobody picked Eureka. So at the end, she was able to choose what team she wanted to go on, but nobody really picked Eureka, which really sadly bothered me because I think Eureka's got a lot to show, and so I was a little disappointed in that. So then they find out that they're going to be performing in a Broadway musical style thing called Pharmarusical, like based on pharmaceuticals. I'm sorry, all the names just kind of slipped my head, but it's Pharmarusical. And it's like I said, it's a musical based on pharmaceuticals. So they all get together and they have their parts and they assign their parts. And of course there's some drama that breaks out between Asia, who's the team captain, and Eureka. Eureka's trying to help, and I think Eureka's really nervous, and so her nerves and I was just getting in her way. And the other team is really busy rehearsing, and the other team's kind of not rehearsing, which is the Vixen's team. They're not rehearsing and everything, and so it's just like one group is really focused, and the other team's just kind of like, whatever, we'll get through it, we'll survive, whatever. So then all of a sudden they go and they get to go to the choreography session, and they were told that it was going to be a surprise choreographer, and I gagged when I saw who the choreographer was because it was my sweet, lovely, wonderful queen that I love, Miss Alyssa Edwards. I can't do it. Can't do her tongue pop, but I actually love her so much that my dog Waffles, her full name is Princess Waffles Alyssa Edwards. So that is my dog. Yes, God, I love me some Alyssa Edwards. So she's the choreographer, so she's doing this really cool choreography number, and she's really impressed with the one group that had already done some choreography, but the other group she kind of had to build. So she did some funny choreography and some great choreography like Alyssa's known for, and she's in full drag looking flawless. I love her. So anyway, they go on to the choreography. So the next day, they go in the workroom. They're working on their numbers. You know, one group says they found out. They go in there and they find out all this stuff, and they get ready, and then they perform. And one group was, which I thought was Asia O'Hara's group, they were really, really strong. And the other group, which was the Vixen's group, they were really, really. They were both good and bad. But anyway, they picked the winning team and the losing team, and then they sent them all back in there. So of the bottom two, they decided was Eureka O'Hara and Calorie Kardashian, or Kardashian. It's Calorie Kardashian, which I think is cute. And they were chosen from the losing team. And basically, Eureka was told it was because her lip sync was off, and Calorie because she didn't stand out. And to back up a little bit with Eureka did express to Alyssa that she was having some kind of flashbacks of her injury from last season where she hurt herself dancing, and that this was going to be like the first time dancing and everything. So she was kind of really deep in her head, I think, on that. And so it was causing her a lot of stress, and so she said that that's kind of like why she forgot the words and this, that, and the other. So they had to do their lip sync for their life, and of course, Eureka just smeared Calorie all over the floor, and Eureka got to stay, and Calorie was sent home packing. So that's kind of what happened this week, and it was a little different. Did I agree? Yeah, and again, I hated to see Calorie go. You know, watching it and then watching Untucked, this is a really emotional group of girls. Like, but they're not crying like out of pity, like, oh, save me. They're crying because they really want to be there. They really worked hard. Like, Calorie was really upset because she didn't want to have to lip sync against Eureka because she really liked Eureka. Eureka was upset because she didn't want to send Calorie home. And so this is just, you know, just been a really emotional group of girls. I'm still very much, I still love the same girls. I love Ms. Cracker, as you know, and I didn't really talk much about what they did this week, but I did love me some Miss Cracker, and her number on the runway was cute. I still love me some Asia O'Hara. I still love Mayhem Miller. Love me some Monet Exchange. I know I love Monet. Still don't like Miss Aquaria. So, you know, and Miss Aquaria, some reason, she just bothers me. She really, really bothers me, and I hope that my opinion of her changes. I still like me some Cameron Michaels. So a lot of that hasn't changed. Blair Sinclair, people really like her. And she's pretty and all, but she just hasn't done anything really stand out to me. But I'm waiting to see what more she can give us. So yeah, so let's see what happens next week on RuPaul's Drag Race. If you are watching it, I hope that you are enjoying it. If you're not, you need to catch it. It is on VH1 on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. So make sure you check out RuPaul's Drag Race. And as RuPaul says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell else you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen? And remember, hating is a disease, and folks need to get well soon. Bye!